Joined on Your Sports One in here with the Swindon Supermarine manager Dave Webb. Dave, a few things to catch up with. First of all, let's talk about excellent FA Cup win last week at Tuffley Rovers, 5-0. Expected to win, but they gave you a good game, didn't they?
Yeah, they kept going. To be fair, they were a really good, hospitable club. Made us very welcome. We had difficulty finding the ground. We ended up at the old ground. It was quite confusing. 2 different postcodes, but eventually we got there, and really pleased. They were a little bit, a handball on the line after about 7 minutes, which gave us a penalty and gave us the lead. And then we got a second goal and sort of comfortable after that. But we sort of, if we're going to be critical, we probably took our foot off the gas a little bit at 2-0. Probably should have, really took the game a little bit more to them. But good game management, and scored three goals in the second half to make it a comfortable 5-0 win. And when the draw comes out, you're thankful that you've got a team from a lower level. But there's upsets. There was one on Tuesday night at Taunton, so you can never take anything for granted in the FA Cup. And I was pleased with the professionalism that we showed. We went about it in the right way, played some good stuff at times, and another clean sheet, which is very important, and scored 5. So we put a couple of things to bed. I think we've said we haven't scored enough goals. We scored 5, albeit it's Tuffley, I know that, but they kept going. Credit to them, and they went about it in the right way. So we've got to try and do that in the next games now. Can we go to Mangosfield at the weekend and hopefully get another clean sheet and a win? And then we've got the FA Cup to look forward to on the 16th. So exciting times.
And the FA Cup draw was made on Monday, and you've been drawn away against Gosport Borough, who haven't started the season too well. They're in the league above you. I think they were a little bit higher than that at one stage, Conference South.
Yeah, they relegated last season.
Yeah, so but still a tricky one to go to. I know you wanted Billericay Town. Would have been a great game. But what are your thoughts on the Gosport FA Cup game coming up?
Yeah, again, they haven't started well, but I've already started working on that game and looking at players and things, and trying to pick up what information that I can. And they've got good players at the club, so we have to forget the way they've started. They haven't won in the league yet. They've got 2 league games to play before we go there on a week Saturday and Tuesday they play. So it could be, if you look at it, it's not a bad draw. It's away from the Webbswood, which we'd have liked to have been here, but we're not. It's not too far to go. We're playing a team that clearly has not started well. We're unbeaten. They've lost all 5. So read into that what you will. But it's the FA Cup. We'll go there as, I expect people to be looking at it a game that we should go and win. But they're in a higher league. We have to respect that, and they've got good players there. They've kept players from their relegation season. So I think we could read too much into it. And again, that's about part of what I've got to try and make sure, that the players don't just think, oh well, they're bottom of the league at the moment and it's going to be easy for us, because it won't be. And they've got to try and get their season up and running, and the FA Cup's a good way to do that. So whatever happens in the next 2 league games is irrelevant. It's what we do at Mangosfield and the way we prepare to go to Gosport.
Yeah, you mentioned Mangosfield. Take the short trip down the M4 to take on Mangosfield on Saturday, and you're looking to make it 7 games unbeaten from the start of the season. Now Mangosfield have had a change of they've got removed their manager Dave Mayhew recently, because they didn't make a particularly great start. Got thrashed at home by Salisbury 5-0. But Steve Phillips, he's sort of taken over interim, might even get the job full time, you never know. And since he's taken over, they've picked up a bit. 1 draw and 1 win. So a lot harder than 1 or 2 people are going to think. It's always a tricky place to go to, isn't it, Mangosfield? Yeah,
it's always difficult. I know how difficult it'll be there. Forget about the start of the league season. It didn't start well. Dave, I know Dave well. He's a good manager, and things didn't go well, and he decided to leave and walk away. And hopefully he gets back into football quickly, because he needs to be involved. He's a good guy. And obviously, as ever, players have shown some sort of reaction, and he's not there, and which is always interesting. You see it in so many different levels of football. But so they're going to be buoyed a little bit. They haven't lost in the last two. They haven't played actually last weekend, so yeah, they're going to be fresh, but then again they might not be so sharp as we hope to be. So difficult game, but if we've got aspirations at this early stage with the games we've got coming up, I want to keep the run going. The players want to keep the run going. We want to take it to 7. We want to go beyond that if we can, and just keep picking up points. And that success so far has been built on a good defensive foundation. Obviously with the 2 goalkeepers we got at the club, obviously Connor started in goal, Josh has come into the team, done exceptionally well, so it starts from there really. And we're very, very lucky to have 2 excellent keepers. Josh has got possession of the shirt at the moment, doing well, and in front of that you've got the back 4. There's been a few changes in it which have been enforced through availability and fitness, but we're defending okay, and we're defending well, we're getting clean sheets. So to me that's the starting point. And then in front of that, we know we've got good offensive players that can cause anybody problems. So, but maybe we were a little bit last season, maybe we conceded a few too many goals. We scored more goals than we've ever scored in any season since I've been manager here. I think somewhere around 120 mark in all competitions. So that's a huge amount of goals. But we need to make sure that we keep defending as we have. Whoever plays, we defend and we don't concede, we don't get sloppy, and then hopefully we can have enough going the other way to win games. And I always fancy us to score, but clean sheets are what success is built upon, so that's what we need to continue with. But it'll be a tough game, but we go there in good form, and we should be confident. The players should be confident. They're playing well, we're winning games. And we've got a good FA Cup game to look forward to at Gosport the following Saturday. So everyone's playing for places, everyone's competing, competition throughout the side.
I'll ask you about that. I don't know whether your toughest task at the moment is taking on Mangosfield or keeping all your players in the squad who are practicing behind us as we speak happy. You mentioned the 2 goalkeepers. Connor Thompson came on last Saturday and scored a couple of goals off the bench as well, so he's going to be knocking on the door. I think TJ, with his hand injury, his wrist injury, is probably going to be unavailable as well. So it's a nice position to be in competition wise, but also difficult for you.
Yeah, it's difficult, but that's part of the role. I'd rather have the options we got. We've got a great group. They're a fantastic group to work with. They work hard. Everyone's been really into what we're trying to do. We've tried to work on a lot of stuff with our set pieces and our shape and stuff. That's what the guys are doing behind us now, and it's important that we get it right. And that's important if we're going to progress and improve. We got obviously TJ's injured with his hand. We don't know how bad he's going to be. He's been assessed again today at the hospital. John House is obviously not available this Saturday. He's on holiday. So there's going to be a change to the team, or a couple of changes which are going to be enforced again. But whoever plays, we're confident whoever plays. The group is that strong and the depth of the squad is great. Whoever comes in and plays, I know will do a great job for the club. So that's that there's no weaknesses in the squad, so it's great.
And I guess one first name on your team sheet for Saturday, I'm assuming, will be Josh Parsons, who seems to be banging the goals in a minute. Long may it carry on.
Yeah, Josh is an excellent player. I think he's got 5 now, and he could have had a few more last Saturday. He knows that. He sets a high standard, and it's now for the other players around him to start contributing. That's what I'm looking for. We've got loads of offensive players. He started great with 5 goals in the 6 games that we've played, and he was on the bench on one of those, if you remember. So against Northwood. So he started great. He's a great player, a good player. It got a young age, is experienced at this level and above. And I've got big hopes for Josh this season. He wants to be the top goal scorer. He set himself a target of what he wants to achieve, and I think he can get there. If he keeps doing it as he is, working hard in training, his fitness is getting better all the time, and he'll score goals. He's a clever player, intelligent player, and someone we can build our forward line around.
Brilliant. Well, cross fingers for another win on Saturday to keep this run going.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I hope so.